The United States faces a public health crisis. Measles, a highly contagious and potentially deadly disease, is spreading. This outbreak is particularly alarming because measles is preventable. We have a safe and effective vaccine. The resurgence of this disease points to a dangerous trend: vaccine hesitancy fueled by misinformation and political polarization. This outbreak is a stark reminder of the importance of vaccination. Measles was declared eliminated in the United States in the year 2000. This elimination was thanks to widespread vaccination efforts. The current outbreak underscores the fragility of public health achievements. It highlights the importance of maintaining high vaccination rates. The current measles outbreak has gripped 12 states. It has infected hundreds of people. This outbreak is the largest in recent history. It serves as a wake-up call to the dangers of declining vaccination rates. The outbreak began in Texas, where vaccination rates are particularly low. It quickly spread to neighboring states. The virus spreads easily through the air. It can linger for up to 2 hours in enclosed spaces. This makes schools, daycare centers, and other crowded places particularly vulnerable. The measles outbreak has already claimed the lives of 2 people. A school-aged child in West Texas and an unvaccinated adult in Lee County, New Mexico, both succumbed to the disease. These deaths are a tragic reminder of the serious health risks associated with measles. Measles is not a harmless childhood illness. It can lead to serious complications, including pneumonia, encephalitis, swelling of the brain, and even death. These complications are more common in infants, young children, and those with weakened immune systems. The deaths from this outbreak highlight the importance of vaccination in protecting vulnerable populations. HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is facing sharp criticism for his response to the measles outbreak. Critics say his actions have been insensitive and out of touch with the gravity of the situation. This has further inflamed the debate surrounding vaccines and public health. While the outbreak was worsening, Kennedy posted a photo of himself mountain climbing in California on Instagram. This post drew immediate backlash. Many saw it as tone-deaf and indifferent to the suffering caused by the outbreak. Adding fuel to the fire, Kennedy's top spokesperson resigned after just 2 weeks on the job, citing disagreements over Kennedy's handling of the measles situation. Section 5, A Nation Divided, the Politicization of Vaccines. The measles outbreak has ignited a fierce political debate about vaccines. What was once a straightforward public health measure has now become a battleground for ideological conflicts. The issue of vaccination has become increasingly polarized. People are taking sides, often influenced by their political beliefs, social circles, and media consumption. This division is hindering efforts to combat the outbreak and protect public health. Healthcare workers are finding it challenging to convince skeptical individuals, and public health campaigns are struggling to break through the noise. On one side of the debate are those who support vaccination as a safe and effective way to prevent disease. They trust the scientific community and believe in the collective responsibility to protect vulnerable populations. They argue that vaccines are one of the greatest public health achievements. Historical data shows the eradication and control of deadly diseases like smallpox and polio, thanks to widespread vaccination efforts. They point to the overwhelming scientific evidence supporting vaccine safety and efficacy. Studies and clinical trials have consistently demonstrated that vaccines are effective in preventing disease and saving lives. On the other side are those who oppose vaccination. They are often driven by distrust in the government and pharmaceutical companies. They express concerns about potential side effects. Stories of adverse reactions, whether verified or not, fuel their fears and skepticism. They often promote misinformation and conspiracy theories about vaccines. Social media platforms and certain websites amplify these messages, making it difficult for accurate information to reach the public. Section 6. Understanding measles, facts and prevention. Measles is a highly contagious respiratory virus. It is caused by the measles virus, which belongs to the paramyxovirus family. This virus primarily infects the respiratory tract before spreading to other parts of the body. The measles virus is known for its ability to spread rapidly and infect a large number of people in a short period of time. It spreads through the air when an infected person coughs or sneezes. These tiny droplets can travel through the air and be inhaled by others, leading to new infections. Even if you are not in direct contact with an infected person, you can still catch the virus if you are in the same room. the virus can linger in the air for up to 2 hours. This means that even after an infected person has left the area, the virus can still be present and pose a risk to others who enter the space. This lingering nature of the virus makes it particularly dangerous in enclosed or poorly ventilated areas. This makes it very easy for the virus to spread in enclosed spaces. Places like schools, offices, and public transportation are particularly vulnerable to outbreaks. The close proximity of individuals in these settings facilitates the rapid transmission of the virus from one person to another. The measles virus is highly contagious. In fact, it is one of the most contagious viruses known to humans. The basic reproduction number, or R0, of measles is between 12 and 18, meaning that one infected person can spread the virus to 12 to 18 other people in a susceptible population. Up to 90% of unvaccinated people who are exposed to the virus will become infected. This high infection rate underscores the importance of vaccination in preventing the spread of measles. Without immunity, either through vaccination or previous infection, individuals are highly susceptible to contracting the virus. Symptoms of measles typically appear 7 to 14 days after exposure. The initial symptoms are often similar to those of a common cold, including fever, cough, and runny nose. However, as the infection progresses, more distinctive symptoms such as red and watery eyes and a characteristic rash develop. They include fever, cough, runny nose, red and watery eyes, and a rash. The rash usually starts on the face and then spreads to the rest of the body. It is often accompanied by high fever, which can reach up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Complications from measles can be serious, especially for young children and those with weakened immune systems. These complications can include pneumonia, encephalitis, and even death. It is crucial to seek medical attention if you suspect that you or your child has measles. Vaccination is the best way to protect against measles. The MMR vaccine, which protects against measles, mumps, and rubella, is highly effective and safe. It is typically administered in 2 doses, with the first dose given at 12 to 15 months of age, and the second dose at 4 to 6 years of age. The MMR, or measles, mumps, rubella, vaccine is safe and highly effective. It has been proven to provide long-lasting immunity against measles. By getting vaccinated, you not only protect yourself but also help to protect those who are unable to be vaccinated, such as infants and individuals with certain medical conditions. Section 7 RFK Jr.'s Legacy: A History of Vaccine Skepticism. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has a long and controversial history with vaccines. His journey into vaccine skepticism began many years ago, rooted in his environmental activism and concerns about public health. He is a well-known vaccine skeptic, often seen at protests and demonstrations advocating for what he believes to be the truth about vaccine safety. He has publicly questioned the safety of vaccines for many years, using various platforms to voice his concerns and challenge the mainstream scientific consensus. His appointment as HHS Secretary by President Trump raised concerns among public health experts, who feared his views could influence national health policies. Kennedy has authored books and articles promoting his views on vaccines, often citing controversial studies and anecdotal evidence to support his claims. He has appeared on numerous media platforms to voice his concerns, from television shows and radio interviews to podcasts and online forums. His claims about vaccines have been widely debunked by the scientific community, with numerous studies showing the safety and efficacy of vaccines in preventing diseases. However, they have gained traction among certain groups, particularly those who are already skeptical of government and pharmaceutical companies. His stance on vaccines has made him a polarizing figure, with passionate supporters and equally passionate detractors. His handling of the measles outbreak has further fueled controversy, as public health officials struggled to contain the spread of the disease amidst rising vaccine skepticism. Despite the backlash, RFK Jr. continues to be a vocal advocate for his cause, drawing large crowds and maintaining a significant following. His legacy in the realm of vaccine skepticism remains a topic of heated debate. Section 8, The Path Forward: Public Health at a Crossroads. The current measles outbreak is a wake-up call. It highlights the importance of strong public health infrastructure. It underscores the need for evidence-based policies. It also reveals the dangers of misinformation and political polarization in public health. Addressing this outbreak and preventing future ones requires a multi-pronged approach. We need to increase vaccination rates. We must counter misinformation with accurate information. We also need to rebuild trust in public health institutions. This outbreak is a test of our collective will. Our response will have lasting consequences for the health and well-being of our nation.